Another game here at Wordsworth Drive finished Taunton Town 1, Dartford 0. Are we back to our best at home now, Rob?
I thought we had a few more gears to go today, if I'm being honest. At times we looked a little bit sluggish. Hard team to play against, Dartford. You know, lots of established, very good players, established team, proper manager. You know, very, very good manager who I have a lot of respect for. But I thought at times today that we probably could have moved the ball a little bit quicker at times and a little bit slicker, but we looked a little sluggish, and I think the crowd were a little quiet, and then we were a little quiet, and it needed somebody to spark things a little bit. And probably wasn't until Nick McCooty came on and Simsy that we actually did that. But listen, we just won again in the National League and beating Dartford, so keep scratching yourself because it's a magnificent win today, no doubt about it, against one of the top sides will be in the playoffs.
First 45 minutes looked at game of attrition. Both defences were on top. What was your game plan going into the second half? What were the worst of the lads at half time?
Listen, we wanted to get things a little bit wider, get our 2v1s going. We took Sterney off because we just felt that Simsy's legs would just give us a little bit more in behind because they were a very flat back four. So, you know, we knew there was ways to get at them. Ultimately, you know, the substitutions were magnificent again and went really well.
Is Dave Sims-Burgess becoming the new super sub for the Peacocks?
No, I don't like the pigeon on that. I want him to start. I want him to be banging my door down. I want him to be Simsy and Jarve. I want it to be Simsy and Sterney. I want him to be the first name. And I've told him this, and he's a super player. And you know, he's been banging my door down for the last couple of weeks, and now he's got his dessert. I'm very pleased for him.
You must be pleased with how we withstood the Dartford pressure as they looked to come back into the game.
I think that's one of the most crucial things is that we scrapped for a clean sheet today. You know, they're very difficult to play against in terms of their first and second phase. And I wasn't overly enamoured with our second phase and how we recovered the ball and our transition at times today. But listen, we had to hang on a little bit for the last 10 minutes, as you'd expect against a team like Dartford. And we come to the right side of it. So, you know, we'll forget about that one pretty quickly now because we've got to go and back it up again on Tuesday against Chippenham.
Some strong individual performances again, got us 3 points. Anyone stood out for you? Callum Dolman looked impressive again.
Callum again, home debut, young boy, playing up a couple of levels, magnificent, absolutely superb. Cam Evans, but I think everybody, the back three were really, really good today. Austin again, the skipper, you know, there was a lot of great performances. Lee Lucas can't play last Monday because of the horrible Astro. Comes in and runs the show, you know, he's brilliant. Even Lloyd, when he wasn't playing for Dartford, he did really well today. So I think everybody today, you know, everybody's got to be on 8s and 9s when you're playing against teams like Dartford to beat them in this division. And we definitely were.
Take the clock back 6 years ago. How much does it mean to beat a club like Dartford, where we were in the Southern League Division 1 South?
Listen, I think that's a really good point. And sometimes we have got to pinch ourselves to see where we are with 1,000+ crowds and being in this league. And you know, we've had a good start this season, but you know, I'm realistic to know you can quite easily go into 1 week and lose 3 games on the bounce quite easily, very, very easily. But yes, sometimes you have to pinch yourself, like you say, and there's been an awful lot of work gone into this club in the last 6 years, and on and off the pitch to get to where we are now, and we've got to maintain it, and it's hard work maintaining it.
A tough week on the road to follow them, Rob. We go to Chippenham on Tuesday, followed by a long trip to Tonbridge on Saturday. How are we going to approach those two?
Chippenham local derby, so anything could happen. Always tough at home. Very, very difficult game. But listen, we're in a good place for both games. Tunbridge is a 3G, so again, it's a total different game again. And they're strong, and they've just signed a game well this week. So, like every game, you know, it gets a bit cliched. You know, it's very, very difficult, but we try and focus on what we're doing at the moment, and we're in a pretty good place, I'd say, at the moment.
Well, just a quick update on Jay and Dan.
So Dan's scans come through, all good. He's got some bruising and a little bit of deep bone bruising and a little bit of damage to the cartilage, but nothing dramatic. Won't need an operation, so he's going to be a couple of weeks or so. As soon as our rough, tough warrior of a centre back can get over a little bit of pain, he'll be playing. And Jay's full-time training this week, so he won't be far away from that because he's kept himself in magnificent shape and done his rehab really, really well. So Jay's not far away from it either. Week 2 max, we'll try and get him some game time in the FA Cup.
Okay, 4 wins out of 4, Rob. Well done. We'll speak to you again Tuesday.
Thank you.